Hi, my name is Violet, and I first started hiking about 4 years ago. However, at the time, I would not have called myself a hiker.
All right, back in the car. This was surprisingly hard to find. Barnes & Noble has them for a few cents cheaper than Amazon. But Amazon involves shipping and waiting, and I'm not patient enough to wait. So after checking multiple gas stations, because as a kid, I remembered growing up and seeing these things in almost every gas station. You know, either a local road map or a state map, something. No. After a hike this morning with a friend, I made it over to Barnes & Noble here, and I finally got my hands on what will be a poster because I don't actually need it for the map purpose. I want it to mark and plot every single one of the state parks and the list that I have that I want to try and visit in the next 5 years. So, happy hiking.
Hiking was a way to escape the everyday life, if only for just a few hours. And at the time, that's what I needed.
My plan, or my goal, is to, by the end of 2030, so by like November, December of 2030, I aim to hike in all 64 Minnesota state parks, the 9 recreational areas, and 9 way stops that the DNR also takes care of. On top of that, I would like to also add the 6 national parks that we have here in Minnesota. And of course I'll make notes and bonuses for any additional parks because I still go to 1 or 2 of the parks over in Wisconsin. But the first step here, I'm going to take my purple highlighter because purple for the win, and plot out where every single park is. I did cheat. I took a peek at the map yesterday. There are 3 that are not actually written in this map already, so I will have to write those in later. I just got done with a hike this morning. I'm going to do a separate video for that. But I bowl up at Flaherty's in like an hour and a half, driving home and then all the way back. It just didn't make any sense. I figured I would stop here in a park because it's beautiful out, right? I didn't account for the wind. But it's also a really big table, so I can open the map up a little bit more. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do for the next little bit here. And go from there.
The first time I really would call myself a hiker was the day I went up to Jay Cook. I had, first off, the best time of my life. It had snowed and it was beautiful. But I got lost for a solid 3 hours in that park. But the scenery and the overall adventure of the entire trip, I think that's what really got me hooked. And I can't imagine not having it now.